mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light up. What is that? That was on Sister Act, wasn't it? But my cup says, let your light shine. So every time I use this cup, hold on, let me show you. Not spill it. Every time I use this cup, I always start singing this song to myself. This little light of mine. Okay. Baby, you gonna let your light shine. All right. Hi, Capricorn. It's Ray. Welcome back to my channel. Happy September. Today is September 1st, 2025. It's 1:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I pray all is well. Let's burn some sage. And it does feel like there's a focus of home. Like home is the focus for you in September, in addition to whatever else the cards may say. For some of you, there's something you used to do as a child that is calling you, you're being called to revisit throughout this month. Or there could be something about a childhood song, a childhood hymn, like with me singing This Little Light of Mine. A grandmother could be significant as well, or a grandfather. I hear memories, legacies. Okay, let's pray. Let's cleanse away August, invite in September. God, hold on. Capricorn. Okay, now we're ready. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Capricorn placements on their September 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine protection. Gratitude. Ashe. Okay. Okay, so going back to what I was saying about the home being a focus. For some of you, your rent could be hella expensive because it's given like ensuring that you use every amenity that you have, okay? Not letting a penny, a dollar go to waste. Also, with that being said, you could be getting into investing in your home, especially if you're a homeowner. You could be getting into, I hear something about appraisals, but expanding the value, the worth of your home, putting money into it so you can get more money back. Some of you could be getting into the real estate market with that being said. But heavy energy on your home amenities, heavy energy on just getting the bang for getting a bang for your buck, okay? But not being, it's like, let's just say, I hear designer, but it's like going from designer to thrifting. I don't know. There's a lifestyle change. That's what that's giving. 333 on the timer. But let's see what your theme is overall in September. May your harvest season be abundant. 130, 13 Scorpio. There's a change. 3, 4, 5. It's giving incoming. Or you could be experiencing a lifestyle change between the next 3 to 6 months. That could be what this eclipse season is igniting for you. But I'm also getting the energy of removing the bare minimum. I don't know. The theme for Capricorn placements in September. Please and thank you. That came out for, what did I just do? Sag, so we're going to keep pulling. Hold on, let me reset with the selenite enlightenment. Okay. Capricorn. The theme for Capricorn, September 2025. The shuffle is chaotic. Change. Definitely a lifestyle change. Baby, hold on, I'm hot. Okay. Potential and openness. So it's interesting because I feel like you're preparing for a change that you're unaware of, in a sense. It's giving God has plans for you, and so does Saturn, which I don't feel like is the first time I've said this to you specifically recently. Also, there's this energy of really reflecting on what it means to be a child of Saturn, whether you are Capricorn stellium, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, whatever the case may be. Just that connection within itself. And there's this energy of appreciating that, which we've talked about Saturn before plenty of times, but this just feels lighter. Let's see. Because it's like, with the hot air balloon, you may have a destination, but you never know where the winds may carry you. And I feel like, you are somehow consciously making a change, whether this is with health, fitness, the home, whatever the case may be. You could be getting involved in new endeavors, again, new investments. But it's like you're starting somewhere, and whether you have an end goal in mind, like you really have no idea where the air is about to take you, where life is about to take you. And even with my throat chakra, like it's very, I don't know, it's just giving, keep walking the path that you're on at this time. Because it's the right one for sure. Yeah, Capricorn, September. Thanatos. Not everyone can go though. I'm gonna put it back because it was 2, but you have the Orphan in reverse and the Kiss in reverse. So I'll just touch on this really quickly before I reshuffle. If you've been alone for quite some time, that could be changing. If you just felt disconnected from the collective for quite some time, that's changing. If you feel like you just, I don't know, it's a lot of darkness here. I don't like that, but that's changing. Okay. Or it's like if you've been struggling with finding, your community, your tribe, that's changing. What else? Capricorn. Feels like you're being tested too, especially with Thanatos being here. The Threshold. Yeah, there's a breakthrough. Again, connecting to change as your theme. Maybe the Poet is coming out for everyone. It's too many. One at a time. Yeah, the empty room. There is a disconnect. It feels like from who you are, though. The Kiss came out. Who you are, what you represent, what you're meant here to do. Yeah, the village. Your community, your tribe. You have the Maiden. We're going to keep both. You've been... This reading, it's activating my heart chakra. It is. Hold on. All right, the village is still on the bottom with the unseen. Yeah, you're very unaware, okay, of something. I feel like I'm reading for someone that's very, very self-sufficient, but not realizing it's like, when I say self-sufficient, you take care of yourself. You don't ask for much, if anything at all. I mean, you're a Capricorn energy, you know. You will do what you have to do to make ends meet, to make it shake. You know, again, you take care of yourself. I don't think there's, if anybody you can call on or one too many, you may have a good solid one, and that's about it. Like, I'm not speaking to someone that truly feels like they are where they're supposed to be, you know, at this time. Now, you may feel like you are, because it doesn't feel like you're in the energy of yearning or wanting something that is outside of yourself. You know, you may have certain dreams and certain visions, but at the end of the day, it's like you hold you down. The maiden represents virgin energy, which from an adult perspective, it could just represent an unknown experience, an unexpected experience, something happening sooner than expected or completely unexpectedly. There's a lot of unexpected shifts though. You also have the eternal child in reverse. And with the way that I place these cards, the eternal child in reverse is um, underneath the empty Roman Thanatos. And I don't want to highlight that energy, like I don't want to show you those cards because the energy is just very dark. It's like you're comfortable, it's like too comfortable being alone, too comfortable in solitude, too comfortable in self-sufficiency, too comfortable in your masculinity. Um, But it's like, you know, being so comfortable and holding you down when love wants to love you, not even knowing what the fuck to do. Like, truly, being a maiden in that energy, even if you've experienced love before, even if you've held down, you know, long-term relationships, there's a cycle within you that has shifted, that has caused you I get turned from one way of being to another way of being, but something about that extreme has the ability to self-sabotage a beautiful experience, a lot of color that's coming your way. It's like darkness versus color. Now, I don't know if this is a reflection of your home, if it's a reflection of your wardrobe, if it's a reflection of the furniture, the fucking, I don't know. But something is dark. The appliances, it's just very dark. And it's an energy trap as well with Thanatos being here. Um, it could have been something that was given to you. It could be a box, because I want to show you the card, but no, I'm being very intentional at this time. Um, but I almost unconsciously did it. With the poet being in reverse, it's giving a played out storyline that you've been telling yourself. And with the threshold, it's time to break through that darkness into the light, literally. And with Kiss, embrace something new. It feels like love, okay? Because even in this maiden, honey, she touching him, okay? So there's a connection here, but sabotage is surrounding it. I feel like there's children waiting too. Mm. Feels like you reject connections, or you don't trust them. Just feel like you've been burned too many times. Not like literally speaking, but just betrayed. I hope not literally. I don't know. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Because what the hell? But it's interesting because Kairos is giving me like dreaming of a different life, envisioning a different life, connection, just having someone to say Grand Rising, good morning, whatever terms you use, good night, whatever, someone to go to brunch with, people to go to the club. I don't know. I don't know. But it's like, you know, imagining that and seeing that as a possibility, but you just, in reality, it's like you're good. Clarify the empty room for Capricorn. I feel like you're very different from your peers as well, which contributes to this energy. Damn, strength. Thanatos for Capricorn. No, no, no. Thanatos for Capricorn. It's a lot of Leo energy in it. The eternal child. Damn. Judgment. Chiron. The maiden. Threshold. This is giving your all to some. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. Interesting. Honey, the threshold, Ace of Cups. That's what's waiting for you, literally. Thank you. The Poet and the Kiss. Oh, one more for Cairo. Here, the Owl. Do you have anything to say to change for Capricorn? I know y'all don't like R. Kelly, but he a Capricorn. And his song, I don't know the title, but the temperature is rising. That song. And your body's yearning. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of change. This is clarifying change. So you have no idea where the winds are carrying you. That's going to be your title. All right. Oh shit, the Ace of Swords is still here. The truth. All right, I'm getting cold now. So, Lord, where do we start? We'll start with the empty room and strength. So this is immediately iterating what we've already said. But this is the empty room to show you. Okay, now you see it, now you don't. But with strength, there's a limb here. So it's giving, you know, a reflection of you self-sacrifice a lot for your own benefit. And, you know, you could be someone, you may not have help, but you help others, you know? But it's giving, you know, self-sacrificing in the honor of strength, which there's a time and a place, but the empty room, with it clarifying the empty room, something is just ruthless at this point. But also, I do feel like there's an emptiness within that you're not acknowledging, though. It feels like an energy of being like used, taken advantage of, taken for granted, manipulated, gaslit like shit, you know? And it's like making that promise to yourself that you won't allow that. So instead of being in human form, it's like maneuvering in animalistic form, because you'll be damned if you experience whatever led to this emptiness again, you know? And then you have Thanatos, fucking trapped in a web, with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So, oh shit, hold on. Something's, whatever this is, it's definitely affecting your personal power. And it's something that you struggle to walk away from, because the Eight of Cups fell, and the Eight of Cups not even clarifying Thanatos, but it is something that you struggle to walk away from, or it could be a bad habit, and a bad habit could be a person, an experience, you know. It's like that energy, every time you try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, that energy. But I do feel like this is connected to self-sacrifice. This is connected to, you know, whoever, whatever, the moment somebody or a situation in general just had you fucked up. And yes, it's like you've allowed that, the strength that was built from that pain to carry you thus far. But it's like, when are you going to release the paranoia? When are you going to just relax your shoulders? When are you going to breathe? When are you going to stop being so tense, so timid, so anxious? It's like you don't allow yourself. It's like the energy of being once carefree and then completely losing that innocence about yourself or about life or about people. And then it's like, instead, it's starting to live I hear mundane experience over and over again. But then lying to yourself, saying that what you're doing makes you happy when it doesn't. Like, it's giving me the energy of, this is not what you said you wanted for yourself as a child. So why are we lying to ourselves now? But at the same time, as I'm empathetic, so is spirit. Like, it's very, doing your best. It's like doing your best to find the light in everything, but it's like always, feeling alone. I don't know. It's sad though. But heavy energy on just not receiving what you give out. That feels like a root of a lot of what's on this board. But there's a change coming to that. But it's giving, like, in order for you to be able to accept the change, you have to know when to stop fighting. A lot of you don't know when to stop fighting. It's like you don't even realize, like, the depths of your own fight and flight fucking syndrome. Like, you really don't. And that has you trapped and caught up in a web of lies. Because this is not how life is supposed to forever be for you. You may want to work with Jet. As a side note, we'll look up what Jet means. I have to go get the book. But before we do that, hold on, so I don't forget, let me just put it in the middle. We have the threshold in the Ace of Cups. So as I mentioned, this is what's waiting for you on the other side of this darkness, okay? It's just, there's a lot of darkness here, and that concerns me. I don't even think people know your struggle. It's giving like someone that cries a lot of tears alone. Like, I don't know. It's really sad. It's like, when was the last time somebody gave your ass a hug, okay? Outside of your kids, if you have them, like, when was the last time you were truly embraced by a human that didn't want shit from you but to embrace you, you know? It feels like also you haven't, outside of like children who are innocent, it's been a while since you experienced non-transactional relationships with people. I just feel like a lot of people have fucked you over, for whoever I'm talking to. And there may have been people that poured into you as well. But it's kind of like, being able to receive that, but also being able to see, like, it's like you're aware of your animalistic tendencies and you can see them too. But people being unaware that you can see them, which can contribute to isolation You know, being tapped in, being gifted, it's divine, it is, but it creates an isolation. It really does, honey. But with that being said, you have judgment here connected to the eternal child in reverse. So hold on. So judgment with the eternal child is, again, when do you stop fighting? When do you stop running? When do you stop? When is it okay for someone else to come in and take care of you? This could be a human and it could be a spirit, you know? Or it's like, if it's not that, how do you know how to receive without always making an effort to give back, just so, you know, the air is clear? Like, something is very fucked up right now, and it's not okay. I also feel like in your past there were people, I don't know what was said to you like growing up as a child. I don't know what was said to you from your partners, but the energy feels very demeaning, very like putting you down, destroying your character, fucking up the self-confidence, okay? And even though you may not be actively experiencing those people anymore, and again, I feel like I'm speaking to someone that's extremely isolated by nature. You weren't always this introverted by nature, but now you are. Like, you carry those judgments, and those judgments need to be let go, because again, it's disconnecting you from your own innocence, with the maiden being here, innocence. Okay. um Moving on to the maiden, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So again, not wanting to walk away from something, um or I don't even think it's not wanting to walk away from something. It's just, it's given like someone responding with, this is just who I am, or this is who I was made out to be, so this is who I'm going to operate as. But it's not you. It's given, it's not your true character. Because again, it's tying me back to the dreams and the visions and the, I don't know, it's like someone that used to have a very imaginative, creative mind that now is like on a robotic type of plan in life. And it's just, and then saying behind that that's the GOAT way of doing things. No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. Because I mean, we can even just type biblical, okay? Because before fucking what's his name, Samael was cast out of heaven, he was an angel first, you know? So you were an angel first, and you were probably demonized like shit, but fuck them people. And you could be in the energy of fuck them people, but those people and their words are still affecting you to this day, okay? I don't give a fuck if you're 50 years old hearing this till this day. But there's a need to be honest with yourself about that too. And you know, people may have pointed this out to you and you could have rejected it. But it's giving a wake-up call. It really is, okay? Now, before we shift, you also have the Eight of Swords in reverse, freeing yourself, but Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Kiss. So Nine of Pentacles will be, honey, solo, again, solo achievement, solo fulfillment. It's in reverse. The Kiss, holding hands with someone else. Instead of keeping yourself trapped, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to be free. But then with the Poet in reverse, it's like when things want to get lighter, you go into fucking defense mode with the Nine of Wands. And it's like, this is 6-9 energy. This is supposed to represent equilibrium. But how can you receive and be recognized for the equilibrium if you always on guard? If you're always so anxious, if you're always ready to fight or flight, you know? So with this energy being so blue and the eye being blue, it just feels like there's a change in your truth coming as well. Okay? Okay. I can't wait to cook dinner tonight. I know that's random, but maybe you need to cook more. If you haven't, keep it going. I'm so looking forward to cooking dinner. Anywho. Capricorn. Well, you came out the devil. The Five of Wands. The Five of Cups. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Damn. Capricorn. The Nine of Pentacles again. Two of Swords with the Four of Wands. There, honey, there is companionship, partnership. Something is coming, okay? But it's like you're not making room for that. This could be happening in Scorpio season, because I recall telling Scorpios that their timeline does not align with God's timeline. And this is given the same fucking thing. Nine of Swords. And that could stress a lot of you out, but respectfully, get over it, okay? Because with how you're living is not, it's not sustainable. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. It's really just a matter of time. But, okay, so this, starting with the Devil, this is just giving me shadow work, okay? A lot of you have been used, though. I just want to put that out there. I'm acknowledging the fucked up shit that I see, okay? And yes, you have been through some shit, okay? I mean, all of us have, but this will fuck somebody up. It really will. This is PTSD all day, okay? Now, at the same time, as I mentioned, this is shadow work. So, whew. I don't know if this is like, you know, whether people always end up having a problem with you, or you could always end up having a problem with someone else, or, you know, things that seem so hopeful turn out to be fucking disasters. Feels like going from an energy of being very spiritual to very practical. Very practical. There's a lot of earth energy here, and things dealing with earthly matters. I do, with the Devil being here, I feel like, I don't know if this is a specific person. I always forget to put this shit on the charger. Hold on. I don't know if this is a specific person or a specific energy, but they do want you to be alone. As long as you're alone, all is well. The moment you are connected and happy with other people, it's a problem. So that lets me know that someone's watching you. There could still be an energetic cord there with the devil. The devil is here upright, so that is acknowledging there needs to be some shadow work to some type of unhealthy attachment that's still lingering within your vibratory field. Yeah. Um, with the Five of Wands, is contributing to a lot of chaos. With the Five of Cups, this is a cup you've already emptied. You have the Five of Cups next to the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is a cup you have already emptied, but you're still carrying it at the same time. Physically, you've emptied it. Spiritually, you have not. With the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of you love to, well, shit, who doesn't? But you overcompensate due to, am I saying that right? You overcompensate. Huh, I don't think that's right. It's, it's not for money. But like you like to overwork yourself. That's what the fuck I'm trying to say. You like to overwork. You be overdoing it. Okay, you just when it comes to I feel like when it comes to taking care of yourself as well as taking care of others, like you're very abundant. I just want to acknowledge that too. You are very abundant and you're not selfish with your abundance. Even though you've been treated the way that you've been treated, I feel like you understand what energy exchange is, so you're not selfish with your exchange. You could be a little frivolous at times. I think that's the right word, but yeah. No, you may have been in a place in life prior where you didn't think you could do something by yourself, and then you ended up achieving that with this Nine of Pentacles. And then again, you just started to build from that. And again, it has worked for you, but it's not going to continue to work because someone else is coming in, okay? And I feel like that time that you like to spend in solitude is about to be interrupted. And I feel like that's going to bother you, which is why we're talking about it right now. See how thick this fucking smoke is? And with the Page of Pentacles, again, your theme has changed. So you don't know where the wind is quite carrying you, but it has you going somewhere. But it's like, it's with this Nine of Swords, you see this one white bird is peeking out, but it's giving like, you know, maybe this shit reminds me of me. When people are nice to me, I be crying. I really do. Because I'm only used to being nice to myself. And God really be holding me down, okay? But when it comes to humans, I really don't expect much from humans. I just don't. Um, but the emotional overwhelm that I experience when I receive, like the gratitude is overwhelming. And it makes me look like, damn, you know? But it feels like the same energy. I'm gonna have to watch this back for myself. But yeah, it feels like the same energy. Like, I don't know. It's like the energy of get comfortable with receiving. But in order to get comfortable, you have to allow yourself to receive, instead of reject it. And instead of always focusing on the worst case scenario, focus on the best case scenario, the best outcome, the best possibility. I know collectively, a lot of people talk about, the new world and all of that. But in order for us to really step into that, there has to be a vibrational shift. And we cannot bring the pain of the age of Pisces into this new world of the age of Aquarius. Like, it cannot go. And I'm just noticing that's a collective theme. In this 9th year, that's what's meant to end the pain. Which is why I feel like this most recent Mercury retrograde and Leo was so significant and so full of full circle moments. Like the sun truly highlighted some shit with Mercury throughout that season, just how far you have come from the pain. But I don't think a lot of people truly recognized or resonated with that experience that Spirit was trying to show us all, including myself. until right now, okay? It's also, in addition to how much you've overcome and transitioned, it's like, you know, people that thought the grass was greener, I feel like that season showed them that as well. It just depends. All right, do you have anything else for Capricorn before we move on? The Lovers, the Queen of Cups. And my nose is itching. Ooh! Yes, they are finally upright. You have the Queen of Wands is now upright. You also have the Queen of Cups. You should have Justice here upright. The Lovers is looking at me. And underneath the Queen of Cups is the King of Swords. Somebody else here. But whoever this is, they are meant to help your experience in life be as light as a feather. With the scales here. It's not going to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. Perfection is an illusion. But at the same time, it's perfect for you. My nose is itching so fucking bad, bro. Yeah. So it's like, instead of, it's like when, going back to what I was saying about the crying and shit, like when spirit shows you what it could be, it's like you get so emotional and like, yeah, it could be, but damn, it's not. So let me just keep thugging it. And it's like, if you don't accept and receive and say yes so it can come in, please, Capricorn, please. Okay? We're done with the tarot. Let's get back to the oracle. So you could be going horseback riding this month. I'm gonna go horseback riding. That'll be fun. We about to be in pumpkin patch season too, right? And hayride season. Yes. Okay, Capricorn. So you have a reason to love every season. Unlike the collective, honey, they always hate a season. It usually be summer or winter. Anywho, yeah. Capricorn. It's a lot of major energy coming out. Capricorn, September. You came out again. So you have Embrace, 21, that's the world. You have Listen, High Priestess. You have Master in reverse, the devil. You have Release, 13. This will be the Death card. These are all majors coming out of the Heart Oracle deck. Capricorn. Again, but this is all signifying change. You have Detach, 11, representing justice, I think. Yeah. You have Blossom in reverse, 20. That will be connected to judgment in a sense. You have the sacral chakra upright. And you have Balance, 14. That will be Temperance. Anything else? 19 on the bottom. That would be the Sun. So you know, you're not a fool. I don't know. As I say that, it's giving me the the Frankie Lyman, why do fools fall in love? But no, you're not a fool. Especially with the High Priestess being upright with Release. You You have a very strong cutoff game. Respectfully, I do too, but you could. Um, but it's like you're able to, when contracts or time is up, I don't know. It's a gift. It's given one of those like gift versus curses type of things, but it's a gift. Release the word curse from your vocabulary. I hit my hand. Um, a dove release represents letting go. And you have release here as well. So with this being majors, it's giving two situations. If you are in a partnership with someone, you and your partner could be having your own personal experiences and what I've been speaking on. Because if you're partners, you probably have sex, meaning you share energy. So it would apply both ways. Or it's two different situations in life that have contributed to who you are today. Okay. Now, of course, with two situations in life, we could be practical and connect that to the mother and father. But it could be, but I don't think it's that for all of you. I really don't. It's giving like best friend fuck up type shit, like someone becoming an op. It's like, I don't know. Something that was once connected is completely severed and shattered. Um, it's like even if you walked away with peace, like that shit hurt, that scorned you. Yeah. This is a man or a woman scorned. But being so numb to the energy, you don't even realize. But your higher self is putting you onto game. Or shit, I am right now. Take it how it resonates. But again, whatever this is, it is affecting your lights. You have the sun here, all of this yellow energy, and we started this with talking about the darkness that showed itself. So whatever this is, it's affecting your light. Like, look at you. She not smiling. She like, what the hell? Another situation, just gotta let it go. Solo dolo. And it's like, no. No. But going back to you're not a fool, you are very wise. You definitely learn from your experiences. I'll give you that credit too. But you don't know how to yield. You literally cannot know how to yield. Okay, a lot of people in this damn country don't know how to merge. Okay, merging is a part of yielding, and people just don't. They don't do that. Okay, and then it be fucking, honey. In Georgia, they don't use a turn signal. Okay, it's and it's like, you know how much shit can be avoided if you just use the tools and the resources that you have access to help other people. Okay. Anywho, but that's neither here nor there. But for you, that energy could apply literally. Um, but no, when it comes to just yielding, receiving, letting someone else take the lead, basically, you struggle with that. And that struggle is affecting your light. I also feel like you hold back a lot. Like when it comes to, it's giving the energy of being hard on the outside and soft on the inside. But everyone that's like a turtle in that aspect, again, they're very slow to open up, turtle energy. But at the same time, it is a protective mechanism. And it's like, it's like if you're a that damn paranoid Capricorn, honey, go find you a damn, thank you, because I fucking forgot, a black crystal and wear that shit around as a talisman. Let me get the book and look up Jet. Hold on. Oh, I split the deck to Jade. I mean, the book to Jade. Jet's not even in here. It's not in this book. The only J is jade. That's very interesting. Well, jade is a healing powerhouse, honey. Well, let's read it since I opened it and it's the only J up in this book. And then I'm going to Google Jet. Okay, so jade connects to health, prosperity, harmony. Jade is a healing powerhouse. This beloved green stone can elevate all areas of your life, attracting abundance, supporting longevity, and bringing an overall balance and happiness. I think it's supposed to say bringing in. Anywho, sometimes referred to as the stone of fidelity, okay? It can heighten commitment, strengthen bonds between partners and family members, and can increase trustworthiness. It can also act as a friendship magnet, drawing new relationships into your life. It's also used to increase sexual energy. That's not the point I'm trying to make, okay? It's also known as a dream stone because of its ability to facilitate the remembering of dreams and understanding their insight. It helps with the spleen, liver, and renal system. But the goal was jet, so hold on. Okay. Jet connects to the root chakra. The mantra is, I can heal and I will. I love that. Okay, so jet is a grounding and protective stone. Again, if you're worried about protection, wear some jet around your neck, okay? You see, just, God bless. It helps alleviate pain, specifically headaches, working almost like an energy filter. It clears the aura of unwanted and dense energies. It also cleanses other crystals like selenite. What? I don't think they proofread this. It says relieves overabundance of negative and painful emotions. Hold on. Let me find another one. And my nose is itching. Okay, jet helps with psychic protection, releasing and learning from negative experiences. Thank you. It alleviates grief. It has enhanced enhanced healing of traumatic injuries. But you get the point, okay? Okay, get you some jet if you're concerned. Guess what zodiac jet is connected to? You want to take a guess? Capricorn. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. And even you see, well, she has the amethyst, but get you some jet, okay? Anything else? February 14th is here too, Valentine's Day. So I don't know what y'all got going on, okay, with the jade and Valentine's Day. I'm not going to read too much into that. You also have November 2nd here as well. And then you have helpless and hopeless, alone, and then lead in reverse. When are you going to let someone else lead, okay? Because again, the path that you're on, it's no longer sustainable. Same thing, okay? I mean, when I say no longer sustainable, you may be able to do it for the next 2-3 months, okay? But after that, no more. You got to break the chain of sadness and isolation, okay? Again, get ready for the change. Change is happening, I hear, over a matter of time. Yeah. Okay? Okay. Throat chakra is out here. Also, speak up for what you need. A lot of you are too, what's that word? Prideful. You're too prideful. Let's look at the eclipse real quick. Pisces full moon lunar eclipse for Capricorn. This is just a sneak peek. Some one for each. Pisces full moon, lunar eclipse. Thank you. And Virgo new moon, solar eclipse. Resonating. So the Virgo new moon solar eclipse, that's the only one I can see, and it's solar versus lunar, so it's a light. It's a light activation. I literally feel like that's what's happening, a light activation for you. But also, you don't know where the winds are carrying you, okay? And then underneath you have treasures hidden in the shadows. Again, you don't know where the winds are carrying you. 61, 62. But like this is an energy that's being projected towards you. Like you are solid. I don't know. I just feel the need to say you're very solid. But at the same time, you could be so solid that you need to learn how to be more fluid. 55 on the timer. Yeah, sad as fuck, dark as hell. So the Pisces full moon lunar eclipse, you have transmuting pain. 22. So 22, which has been coming out, but September 22nd, we shift from summer to autumn when Libra season starts. So I do feel like Libra season is going to be, I know this is discovering, we're talking about the lunar eclipse, which happens in Virgo season, but it's a 6-month transition. So whatever has had you within the bubble that you've been in, that's the energy that you're transmuting. And I do feel like you should work with the tools and resources that you have, aka shit like jet, amethyst, clear quartz, the fucking Herkimer diamond shit, align your chakras, I don't know, but work with the tools and resources that you have that assist with transmutation. But I do think that life is about to take you outside of the box that you've created for yourself. I really do. And also with this Pisces lunar eclipse, you could be very emotional, whether masculine or feminine. It could be a very emotional time because it is a water moon. But at the same time, when the soul specifically starts to purge, and it's like, damn, where are these tears coming from? The soul is on its own clock, okay? Honey, the human body is on a clock, the soul is on a clock. So the soul knows I will say the divine's timing way before we do. And the soul will start to actively purge to prepare. And instead of us, you know, and shit, I'm talking they about to read the fuck out of me right now. But it's like holding back the tears and shit like that. Like you're not allowing the soul to purge what it wants to purge in that moment. So stop resisting and stop fighting and just release. Yeah, sneeze. Okay. Okay. 808. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Anything else? All right. Same cards. All right. We're gonna use the last deck, and then who's next? Aquarius. It's the first. I know I put what's the last sign I put up to do today? Pisces. But it's the first, and Aries is the first house, so I feel like it's aligned to do that. And then tomorrow is the second, and Taurus is the second house, so I feel like it's aligned to do that. I don't know. I might do Aries today too. We'll see. I gotta cook dinner and go to bed at a decent time. Yeah, all right, close this out for Capricorn, please. Field of dreams, honey, and protected. You are protected. Your dreams are too, okay? I don't know. Some of y'all could have been some drug dealers. Or you just could have participated in some illegal shit, okay? Because people I know that have had that lifestyle operate how on this energy I'm reading. And my sister is calling. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Hi. Hold on, I'm gonna call you back in. Give me like 3 minutes. Okay, sorry. But the family, I don't know. One Ring Circus just flew out in reverse. I'm trying to tell you. But no, shadow work is needed because My sister, she's a Cancer. Cancer is your opposite. Yeah, so yeah. Coming to life. All right, close this out for Capricorn, please. Wandering Circus in reverse. Can't make it up. Okay. Whatever solo train you got going, okay, prepare for an ending. Dry desert in reverse, okay? Something is just, it just feels like your grass is about to be watered. Storm Fields 9 in September. But it does feel like, you know, it feels like an uncomfortable change, you know? Because I used to be a person, honey, baby, you never saw me solo, dolo. And then I went from, I'm a Libra rising. So I went from that extreme to being solo, dolo. And now there has to be a balance. So Capricorn, there has to be a balance. I'm a Capricorn stallion. But there has to be a balance. And Into the Unknown in reverse. So you've been prepared. And I feel the need to say you've been warned as well. But are you going to take heed? Magic Prayer, the Moonlight, okay? And it's the energy, honey, they know what you want. Meaning, when I say they, your spirit team, the universe, they know. But do you know? Also, you could be seeing Luna moths. Look up what a Luna moth represents. Because her eyes are the wings of a Luna moth. Very beautiful. But don't fight spirit. Yeah. And this dragon's lair is giving me, honey, Omarion Icebox. And this Omarion Icebox you got going on has you stuck in the mud. Okay, I don't know, you could have turned it up a notch in 2024. But it's time for peaks of joy, okay? It is time. And you're not gonna, the peaks of joy God wants to give to you, okay? It's the cup overflows in a way where it just has to be shared, okay? Yeah. All right, close this out. Final card, please, for Capricorn. Can I get one more? Use this deck too. Where are we? 62. Okay. Can I get a forest spirit for Capricorn, please? Thank you. You have the air spirit, knowledge. And patience is in reverse. Yeah, something's going to happen. There's a lot of change coming. But, oh, this is beautiful. The duck is a boat. Look at this. And it's the number 1. And today is the 1st. So with knowledge, you're very tapped in. It's going back to that listen, high priestess energy. But you see how she's on this boat alone, but at the same time, she's not alone. Again, she has no idea where the wind is carrying her. Air spirit, I just made that fucking connection. I just hope you listen, okay? And receive the knowledge that I put down in this reading for you. I love you. God bless you. I'll see you in Aquarius if you're there. Bye.